He could make a nice brown-skinned waifu, wouldn't he? Sadly, however, he's not. So we just have to accept what we can get our hands on. Okay, so I do need to buy the Azure pin just to have it in my inventory, obviously. And you are wearing the Scale Mail DX already, so I don't need to worry about that shit. Good. Which means I had just enough money to get shit done. Good on me. I knew there was a reason why I was doing some farming. Okay, let's make sure we are traveling along the corners as we usually do, just to make sure. Actually, where does this lead back to? Have I been on this map already? Yes, I have been. Of course I have been. Because we were immediately stopped when we were here. I smell a memory nearby. I smell it. I have to touch some more light. Okay, I think we should go northwards anyway, because that should loop back into the forest. Hopefully. Sounds like Oshma might also smell the faint temptation of adventure. Well, who can blame him? Well, you live in a rather interesting world with lots and lots of interesting places to explore, so easy enough to understand where fucking the fascination would come from, isn't it? Okay, let's try to get the exploration done relatively quickly. A pretty fucking large piece of map we've got here. Fuck. Oh, froggies. Otherwise, you might find yourself get motivated. Oh, that's a big one. Ouch. I think we will go for a tactical retreat at the moment, because, well, we are bleeding rather profoundly all over the fucking floor. And I, for some mystical reason, rather would not bleed all over the fucking floor. I was a bit unprepared, I must admit. Tish. I just wanted to make sure I have this on my map. Thanks! Giant fucking alligator thingy, but do excuse me while I run the fuck away now. Don't plan to die to this. That also means that there is no way forward here. Okay. Yeah, the other way, that's the way that leads back into the fucking forest. And high time to use the moment to stand still and fucking regenerate. As we're kinda dying. A most unfortunate fate, I must admit. Well, gives me an opportunity to smoke a little bit on my pipe, I guess. I would do so. that I prepared another one beforehand, but I did not, so I shall do this now, of course. Come here, coffee. Good times indeed. Also, isn't it fucking just lovely that my internet just decides to work for once? I think I must have pleased some gods, at the very least, in order to get that lucky. If only this would last. That would be ideal, but, well, that would probably be a bit of a dream, if I had to be entirely honest. Yeah, so now at least got a new pipe prepared. Okay, so it's side time that we go then into the other forested area. God fucking damn it. Still not even allowing me to just fucking leave and go on my merry way. This does not please me. This does not please me at all, actually. In fact, it annoys me, because I'm pretty sure there's a fucking memory there. Infinite skill finishes. How the fuck did I not have this particular achievement yet? I don't even fucking know, but I'll fucking take it. I must have been relatively close. Actually, kind of amazing. I played at least 2 times through this game and didn't manage that. Strange. Maybe it just didn't work. And only triggered now? Maybe. Weirder things have happened. Weirder things have happened indeed. Well, but why not? I mean, shouldn't that be a rather obvious conclusion that, well, technically speaking, if we were to put this into a profession, beast tamers' greatest, added risk of death would be through, well, beasts? But, like, that makes sense, yes, rather obviously. Especially if your modus operandi in order to get beasts to actually tame is to take the young ones. Obviously, those are the ones you want to get to raise. Because, you can imprint them rather much more than the adults. And there aren't really that many animals, in fact there are none, that enjoy having their young taken away from them. Yeah, that enrages them quite a bit in most cases. It's like, well, shock and surprise. me a second while I quickly take a look that everything is working, because I have no trust in the fucking internet, and I would rather make sure that everything is working as fucking intended, which absolutely seems to be. I'm amazed. And pleased. Very much so pleased. Mm-hmm. To be fair, I'm not surprised that his parent would have died to the beasts. It seems like, you know, the most obvious kind of death. Try time that we learn the special ability that we have now available to us, that we have a spear wielder with us. Yeah, it's very important. Of course, he's going to have a unique ability as well. Obviously. Otherwise, it would be boring. Look at that. Now, there is one other character that I always considered to be far, far superior for breaking walls. One that uses a fucking maze. And you would think that hitting a solid object like a wall with a fucking mace would be a far better way to breaking it than poking it with a fucking pointy stick, which is in essentiality what a spear is. But we shall not question this. The game has decided that this is the logic that it will apply, and so, well, consider yourself fucked, basically. Technically speaking, I will admit that using the spear tip to enter into any gaps in the wall, and then using the extra leverage you can get from, you know, putting pressure on the other end of the spear is probably not a bad idea if you want to break a wall. Then again, you could also easily, you know, break your fucking spear, which is a bit of a waste for a rather obviously useful tool. Oh well. I still would like to see the little girl using her fucking mace. As I think a good description. But look, we have found ourselves the next dungeon. This is pleasing me rather much. I think this will also finally give me enough time and opportunity to figure out. As you see, I did have a rather fun experience today. Oh, well, fun. I was doing some cleaning, which is not the most fun activity in the world, if one were to be honest. But it did bring about a nice little finding that reminded me of a rather interesting little story that I have experienced. And well, the problem is, in order to tell a story in a reasonable fashion, you do kind of have to spend some time introducing all of the relevant characters. And apart from me, but I'm pretty sure that most people have a somewhat decent understanding of who this particular person is. Okay, me. And if not, I mean, you know, you have a picture to work off. That's a pretty nice deal, I'd say, to start off with. And at least, you know, two of the other little protagonists are also relatively well known, I guess, as well. I mean, I mentioned them often enough, so you would assume people would at this point know of them, so that's not really a problem. But the third one is kind of a bit of a problem, because it's an unknown factor, and unknown factors are not really good, unless, I guess it kind of depends on what sort of story you wish to tell, to be fair. In which case, an unknown character, especially an unknown antagonist, for example, can be, of course, quite the treat to the story itself. As you can understand from my rather pointless rambling, yeah, I haven't yet to figure out how precisely to start with this particular reason. But I'm sure, you know, this dungeon is, I think, relatively long. Relatively, yeah. So, you know, while going around and exploring, I'm sure I'm gonna find my preferred form of storytelling. Heck, if we're talking about storytelling, we could even talk about in which perspective to tell the story. You know, first person, or maybe, you know, more of a third person, you know, starting like Inchius was doing things as... And that sounds fucking weird when I try to say it. That's not, Charlie, that's not. Would probably work better in book form now that I think about it. Yeah, oh well. Kill all the little creatures, because of course, which is what we should do. No way forward here. I hate enemies that move around like that. It makes it a pain in the ass to actually, you know, kill them. It's making it so much more annoying to get it done with. I see a room full of chestos. My interest is piqued. Thrust your spear, thrust it most brutally. That was fucking efficient. Oh, now we have more water in there. I think it's probably opening up more paths for us, isn't it? Yeah, game, I can see it. But thanks for showing me anyway. And it's the sort of move you put in there just to like absolutely sure and hammer home the point that this is indeed the way forward you're supposed to be going. Just in case, you know, your the players are somewhat incapable of understanding some very basic game logic, I suppose. Which, mind you, I mean, it could happen. Let's say it's usually a, that's the room with all the treasure chests in it. Why do I have a distinct feeling that it's not gonna be worth it if it's that fucking obvious? Topaz, Rotor Droplet, Silver. It's kinda okay, as far as I'm concerned. That's actually not bad. I got enslaved fragments again. Which means at some point, you know, there will be a closed door and you'll have to do the quote-unquote puzzle. Really quote-unquote, because let's be honest here, the game will even tell you where to put the fucking pieces. Because, you know, always assume your players will be stupid, I guess. Hey man, I'm not saying, you know, they're not. There are some very uniquely gifted players in the world. I always like to take myself as a nice little example of, you know, if I can figure out on one glance, then probably there's a good chance that most other people would be able as well. And this is something that's so specifically for some reason tailored towards my own personal tastes and experiences that it's just only going to be obvious to me, which happens rarely, but it does happen sometimes. Always a rather fun thing when it happens. Flying things and killing many little creatures. I got it. Yes, there's gonna be a swimming part, isn't there? Because I can probably slip through here, can not? Reaching it is... Okay, yeah, fair enough. Only we can't hold our breath for like 5 seconds while we, you know, go in there and do things, but okay. I'm on if you say so, game. I'll be forced to believe you. Somewhat at the very least. Still have some doubts, but... Well, doubts... Doubts are a thing. Doubt is indeed a thing. Thing of reason. Okay, we have more water in the main hall. Good. Flooding the main hall even further. And that means, yeah, I see it, the little... we can now probably reach the little hole in the wall there. Oh, wait a second, there was a chest here, wasn't there? Yep. A silver X. Seems a bit of a strange gift, considering that we have literally no character who likes to use axes at the moment. It does make it feel a bit wasteful, doesn't it? Get wrecked upon little creatures. Oh, is the water now low enough for me to just swim through here? Apparently not. I mean, I want to say fair enough, but on the other side of the argument, I also want to say, like, are you certain? Let me guess, we're gonna fill up this whole fucking hall and then we're going to fucking empty it again, aren't we? Because I'm pretty sure most of the treasures we're not seeing yet are probably down below. I have a very distinct feeling there. Technically, literally just pull yourself out of the water, bitches. Fuck me sideways. Game logic. Sometimes, just sometimes. Okay, was there anything else in that room? And was there a reason why we could only go, or is there a reason why we can only go? Yeah, probably because we can from there drop onto the stairs below, I wanna say. I'm gonna figure it out one way or another. One way or another indeed. Okay, is that it? Already tells me there's nothing else we can do here. It feels strange. Okay. And maybe miss opportunity to destroy something here. The fact that we can just slip through there. Okay, so we must have missed something. Yeah, probably in one of the, yeah, I can see where we're going. Oh well, I can't really see where we're going, but, mostly because I don't have any camera control, mind you, but... I do have a distinct feeling that we need to go into one of the, corridors we were already in to find that boulder that is now partly getting pushed up. Probably that's gotta be, like, yeah... I wouldn't be in here, would it? No, that's not how that works. So it must be in here. Listen, creatures. The chance of survival is already very, very limited. Why do you try to tempt fate? By taking it. Yeah, there's the fucking boulder we need to walk our happy little asses on. So far, so good, so well, so true. And that means if I go over here, there's probably going to be something to poke. Yes, there is something to poke. Poke and thrust, my friend. Poke and thrust hard. Whoosh. Okay. Now we have another set of stairs we can get up to. Okay, it's I mean, fair enough, fair enough. First, let's make sure that we actually have done our due diligence in hugging the ever-living shit out of the corners. Game being a bit, you know, as usual, pedantic about it. Okay, so where is the stair? That is the stairway up. We know that. We have experienced this. We can't really go into there. Yeah, there must be a way to drain the water later on, isn't there? Probably. I don't fucking remember that. There's a safe thing here. I'm just gonna save and assume that there might be a boss battle in my near future. This kinda looks like a boss battle arena, doesn't it? I'm not the only one who looks at stuff like this and goes like, yeah, that looks like somebody set it up to make it, you know, a boss battle happen. Ah. What's your name, bitch? The Serpent of the Rapids, Volnak. Fair enough. Sounds impressive enough. Well, I'm okay with that. Ouch. Stop running away, bitch. Jesus. My health. This is off at a very alarming high rate. Okay, if you're gonna stay there, I'm just gonna fucking murder you now. You know, I was about to say that was so little health. There's probably going to be a second phase, isn't there? But I'm very happy to have been wrong about this. I didn't actually realize just how much fucking damage I took there until I looked down and was like, holy fucking shit, my HP are running away. It's on a fucking alarming rate. Jesus Christ. And that's how I often die to bosses. In a most careless manner. So, you know, it's... Ah, shit, wrong one. It's not like we don't have stuff to heal ourselves with. Instead, in fact, we have like 8 fucking potions, so it's you know... That wouldn't actually be a problem. However, that really doesn't help you if you just forget to check your health. Water Dragon Scales! Another item we have seen. At least once before. Ah. But I do like the consistency. I do like the simple fact that, you know, just some things are just always around. Makes it easy to feel, you know, welcomed back into this particular world, to put it like that. Yes, yes. I'm read myself now. Okay, so now that we can do this, can we actually go now through here? I wonder. Sorry, creatures, just ignore me for a second while I, you know, do my due diligence. Yes, we can. Are you telling me? Yeah, you're indeed gonna tell me that this is... Yeah, that's not gonna be that fun. At least not for me. Because I do need to hack all of the corners like a motherfucker. Okay, so there's one way up here and one way down here. We're just gonna check out where this leads and see if we can find anything interesting. Okay, that looks kinda cute. This is actually the way forward. Have I actually just discovered the way forward? I mean, it bloody fucking seems like it, doesn't it? That seems to be going on for quite a while. So we're gonna check out the other passageways first. Yeah, just making sure that we're not missing out on any items or have to, you know, run unnecessary much around. I would rather not, to put mildly. Like, could you stop trying to eat me, please? It's rather unhealthy. Okay, the whole fucking underwater section here. Ah, yeah, that's gonna be fun, I suppose. Yes, sure. Surely this will be lots and lots of fun. With very limited movability and attack abilities. Okay, could you... Yeah, another slate fragment. Good thing we actually checked first, because we do need all of the slate fragments again, obviously. Begging then the question how many of them there will be. The last time it was like 3. And 3 is kinda okay, if you ask me. Quite frankly, I don't remember enough about such specific details in order to give you any good and reasonable assumption here. Oops. Just go like, say yeah. It's like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers just steal a chest from me. Oi, the Becky bitches. I hate fighting in the water. There's nothing I hate more in this game than this. Like, look, you can do one singular slash forward. Can't use your skills in the water. Why? Well, maybe because you're gay or something. I don't fucking know why you couldn't. Is there more of these motherfuckers that I need to murder? Yes, the answer is yes. Fair enough. Fire. This is the point where I would point out that it does not feel like that was worth it. Well. Yeah, I guess back down we go then. Going on a merry way. Ah, well. At least we can now claim that, you know, we did our duty, we explored. Since we already know that the other way is... Let me in. Is the way forward. Meaning that we'll probably have to... Yeah, we do need to go back to the main room though, because now we can we open chests underwater though? Probably, actually. What would stop you? Or do we need to... Because I'm assuming here, mind you, I'm quite assuming here. No, we can't actually. Okay, so that is the... Because I'm assuming that sooner or later we'll need to find a way to actually drain the main hall again. So my genius little idea goes. At least we can go in here now. Find out what might be in here. Hopefully some more treasures. One can only hope in the dream. Hey. Apparently you can swim just through ground in this particular area, which, to be fair, I don't find too unpleasant of an idea. Even though I would rather point out that that seems a bit... I do it again, I wonder. Okay, so... just a little bit of a, you know, unfortunate mishap. I really kind of would like to see it again. Not that the game will allow it. Look, how do you like your own medicine, fucking creature? How do you like to get fucking paralyzed yourself, hmm? Not a fun feeling, is it now? Yeah, sounds paralyzing shit. Oh well. Okay, was there anything here that we can achieve? That's where we picked up the scales and I don't think they would be that kantish. I hope. Okay. Quickly. Fighting like this is... Ooh. Yeah, the game really doesn't work that well with underwater combat. Yeah, I get it. Tish is not to be enjoyed, Tish is to be feared. It's a rather unfortunate thing that we should probably avoid wherever the fuck we can. Ah, two ways forward, eh? One through the water and one along the land. Well, we're gonna go through here first. Yes, I gotta make a bet that these motherfuckers need to strike. Yeah, probably they would. Actually, I cannot be asked to change the character. I really don't like the slow speed of these strike attacks. Really bad, honest. In fact, I could say it is kinda the stuff that annoys me. Oh. Interesting. Alright, I guess it's time to jump into the water again and enjoy another trip through fun and engaging water combat. Fun and engaging indeed. Well, we might actually sit still for a moment and heal ourselves before we do so. We do seem to be going through our HP, unfortunately, rather fast. Alright, I'm not actually healing, am I? Yeah. Because of course not, we are in a dungeon. Alright, I guess I just have to fucking survive until, well, we reach the next... Seriously. Okay. Goddamn. It's kinda hard to tell, game. I just have you now. It is indeed kinda hard to tell where the fuck that goes. Oh, will you look at that? Oops. Why do I always want to just attack? Plonk. Plonk. I think we need to plonk one more, don't we? Plonk. Okay, so I think what we're gonna have to do now, we're gonna have to go back, go over there, explore the last part, then come back here. And then destroy the next one in order to probably finally drain the main hall. That's what I want to say. What I think. Phoenix kick. Neato. Oh, this can't be the way forward, can it be? Because there's a chest there according to my map. It looks like it's the way forward. How does this work then? I mean, if I destroy the next stone, I can't actually pass over here. Or are these stones? No, the stones wouldn't just respawn, would they? I'm confused now. Confusion. Well, I'll fucking try. And what's the worst that can happen? Blop. There seems to be a chest there. My. All of that work for one singular fucking skill ring of level 1. Not too impressive, I must say, of a bounty. I figured it would be something like this, yeah. Of course, the moment you destroy the last rock, you immediately get a new supply. You have to make your bridge, because that is definitely then the way forward. There's no other way in hell to do this. Fair enough, yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. Which of course does mean that we could have potentially just gotten the first fucking just the first fucking time. Just having to go back and forth, but you know, this is what this is. Are we still bleeding? Yeah, we still bleeding health. Man, I would like to find a nice little monument like right about now. Yeah. I really don't like wasting my healing items. Which you would assume wouldn't really be a problem considering how many of them we already had, but the fact that they're not actually that pricey, which also, you know, somewhat works in our favor. But still, you know, there's a certain certain aspect to this. We can actually pick up chests underwater. Oh shit, we should go back to the main hall then. Actually, no, I do wonder if there's... let me guess. Yeah, I kinda figured it would be something like this. Of course it would be something like this. Swim, Meryl! Swim! Another slate fragment. I think it's number 3 now, isn't it? Relatively certain it's number 3 right now. Now I'm feeling somewhat tempted to just go back to the main hall and open all the chest doors we can get there. There's not of two minds, mind you. Either there's going to be a way to drain the water later on, which might actually make some of these chests unreachable, technically speaking. The ones we can swim to right now, basically. But are basically on singular platforms. So that would be rather unfortunate. Guess you never know, you know, there might be some really nice goodies in there. I rather like goodies. Like now, surprising as that might sound, I do like myself some looty bits in my RPGs. And if that means I have to run, or in this particular case, swim around a little bit more to get all of them and not, you know, potentially screw myself out of some of them. And it's a price I'm willing to pay, to be fair, to be fair. I mean, it's a price everybody should be more than willing to, you know, pay for. Fucking damn it. The power ring. No, it's actually not bad. Bit of extra strength. Healing tablets. I mean, considering the rather unfortunate health situation, I'm not that opposed to getting some more healing items. And again, I think we can now actually go up and heal at the monument again before we continue, can't we? But I mean, it would be rather rude not to use the opportunity now that we have already wasted time coming over here. Ah, back to full health again. Such a nice feeling, isn't it? Okay. I'll just quickly run all the way back. Now that we have assured that we will not be cucked out of any chest that might become unavailable. If there's an option to drain the main hall, that is. Which I actually don't fucking remember. I was just assuming because, well, it didn't occur to me that I could pick chests up underwater. And for some reason, when I was close to the one chest the first time I tried it, I actually didn't pick it up, so... yeah, who knows? Who knows what sort of dark magic has happened there that prevented me the first time. All I know is that it's gone now, and that is good. I hate creatures that don't fucking die. Quick. I think the defense up is actually coming from one of Cosmo's abilities, isn't it? Relatively certain, at least. Don't get me wrong, defense up does sound nice, but a bit underwhelming, honestly. Especially for a starter ability, I would kinda assume a bit more. Oh well. I shall not complain. He's trying his bestest. And he's a reasonable person. That's really all we had wish to know of. Let's see then. Some enemies, usual nonsense around. Okay, that swing thing does kinda hurt, I must admit. 'Tis not fortunate. Tis not fortunate at all, actually. Okay, now that we have that out of the way, continue forward. Honestly, somewhat regularly getting silver now. Tish, this indeed pleases me. As it should. As it should indeed. Actually, I still have not spawned even a second about telling this particular tale that was what it has been. Have been? Yes, I have been reminded of. Well, we're just gonna wait until we have a nice moment where we can sit down and actually spend some time just, you know, leisurely talking instead of running through a dungeon, I suppose. I can appreciate the music here, I must say. I am not too unhappy about it at all. Okay, so there's a place where we need to use the slate thingies, I will assume. Which means that is the way towards probably the boss. I just assume. Actually, isn't this the other side of the... Okay, so we can't actually do it while we have these assholes alive. Fine, we don't kill the little bastards. It's not gonna be fun. Yeah, because I was assuming this is going to be a way back towards the center, isn't it? I mean, you know what they say, assumptions, but I'm relatively... relatively certain, you know, just fucking try it out. Yep. Tish is needed way back. Good. I have no reason to complain about it. Shortcuts are always nice. Seems like it's gonna be a bit of a shortcut between the... I don't know if it's the final room, but I mean... maybe it is. At the beginning. Will I ever have a reason to come back here? I wonder, which would justify having a quick shortcut.